Today, a bronze statue disappears from a village shrine. Months later, it appears in an international auction with a paper trail full of gaps. Listen carefully. This is how a piece of Khmer history traveled from a guardian's hands to a catalog description that erases everything that makes it ours. The guardian's voice is anonymized, but the loss is real. The screenshot we found of the auction listing is shocking, and it points to a larger problem: looted art slipping into markets with fake provenance.
Here's what you'll get in this episode: a step-by-step tracing of one object from shrine to sale, the hard evidence we archived, interviews condensed and anonymized, and a toolkit so you can document suspicious artifacts yourself. We'll show you where to capture metadata, how to timestamp and archive, and who to contact if you have a lead.
Welcome to NSP Plus TV. I'm Norn, Cambodia news commentator. We expose lies with evidence, and we protect Khmer heritage with our voice. Today we follow a single statue, because its path tells a story about how cultural theft becomes invisible, and how we can make it visible again.
And I'm Nisa, the monitoring specialist. I tracked posts, archived listings, and reconstructed timestamps. The chain isn't neat. There are holes, edits, and suspicious paperwork, but the gaps are exactly what we can document and expose.
Let's begin the chronology. Nisa, take us from the shrine photo to the market sale.
On a morning in late spring, a villager noticed a bronze standing Buddha missing from a small shrine. We have an anonymized photograph of the shrine taken weeks earlier: low light, the mattress of moss on the base, a teacher's offering in front. That photo was timestamped on the village guardian's phone. 2 weeks later, a Norn, a photograph with similar tool marks, appeared on a regional market page. The market post had been shared by at least 3 accounts. The original upload was removed, but we archived it within hours and saved the checksum.
So we have the shrine photo, then a market photo. What did the market listing show about price or seller details?
The market post listed the object as an old Southeast Asian bronze with a vague origin, priced in local currency, and then negotiated offline. Comments on the post suggested an eager buyer, someone asking where to meet the seller. That post was followed 2 months later by a listing on a regional export broker's page showing an export form. The export paperwork we recovered lists the object generically as bronze statue, unspecified provenance, exported under a commercial goods permit dated 3 months after the shrine photo.
Generic descriptions are a red flag, right? Museums and legitimate dealers usually provide provenance, ownership history, or acquisition records. How did this listing get from the broker to the auction room?
The broker uploaded photos to a regional catalog. Then an international auction house listed a bronze with similar dimensions and identical tool marks. The auction's provenance note read, "Private collection, acquired years ago, origin Southeast Asia." No village, no temple, no collection paperwork. But the auction listing included high-res images that matched the archived market photos. We compared pixels, patina patterns, even a small nick on the base. It's the same object.
Here's the problem in one sentence. A local theft becomes anonymized into private collection, and suddenly the object's Khmer origin disappears. That erasure is not accidental. It's how looted objects are laundered. We'll bring you voices now from the ground to show the human cost.
We recorded an anonymized statement from the shrine's guardian. To protect their safety, we altered details and omitted the village name. I'll read the guardian's words exactly as provided. "I used to sweep in front of the statue every morning. People would leave sticky rice and incense. When it went missing, my chest felt empty, like a family photo stolen. We cannot tell the police everything. We fear backlash. But we remember how it looked, how the light hit its face. It's not just metal. It is our prayers."
That pain is what this entire chain erases. The object isn't just an item for sale, it's a piece of living culture. Now, we spoke with an art market investigator who explained common laundering tactics. Nisa, summarize that conversation.
The investigator told us, many traffickers use a 3-step path. First, local sale to middlemen. Second, movement through regional brokers who add vague paperwork. Third, sale to international intermediaries who create private collection stories to avoid scrutiny. Tactics include changed photographs, edited dates, and fabricated invoices that omit any temple or community owners. The investigator stressed one point: provenance gaps are not neutral. They indicate a missing chain that needs investigation.
And auction listings often accept private collection language without demanding earlier documentation. We asked a provenance officer at a regional museum how museums verify origin and when they return objects.
The provenance officer explained, museums look for continuous ownership records, export permits, and receipts. If there's a gap, especially overlapping with known looting periods, museums demand more documentation before acquisition. When credible claims arise showing a rightful community owner, museums may repatriate items after legal review and support from NGOs or government agencies. The officer also said museums sometimes keep artifacts on loan while investigation proceeds to avoid putting objects back into risky circulation.
So, what can listeners do when they see a suspicious listing? We put together a toolkit. Nisa, walk us through the documentation checklist step by step.
Step 1. Photograph everything clearly. Capture multiple angles, close-ups of marks, and the whole object. Step 2. Capture metadata. Date, time, GPS if possible. If you can't get GPS, note nearby landmarks. Step 3. Screenshot any online listings, including URL, posting time, seller name, and comments. Archive immediately with Internet Archive or take a screen checksum. Step 4. Preserve originals when possible. Do not move or clean objects. Cleaning erases evidence. Step 5. Record witness statements, names, dates, brief descriptions, always offering anonymity if requested. Step 6. Compile a single report file with images, timestamps, and contact details for our team or vetted NGOs.
A few extra tips. Never confront suspected traffickers alone. If you must document, do it safely and anonymously. Use a burner account for initial reporting online, and back up everything off-site. Email the archive to a trusted contact, upload to a secure cloud, and keep local copies.
We also prepared sample messages you can use when contacting museums or NGOs. Keep your message concise. Identify the object, attach your archived images, include the timeline and any witness contacts, and request next steps. We'll include templates in the show notes and on our website.
Legal pathways are complex, but there are clear routes: national police heritage units, cultural ministries, UNESCO channels, and NGOs specializing in repatriation. If the object crosses borders, export paperwork is crucial. Find and archive it. If a museum or auction house is involved, they can be pressured to pause sale pending investigation. We're not lawyers here, but these are the standard channels to pursue.
We also need to be realistic about risks. Publishing identifying details can expose villagers and witnesses to retaliation, so we implemented strict anonymity in this episode. We redacted location details, altered some voices, and withheld names when requested. If you share evidence with us, we follow the same protocol: consent first, anonymity by default.
And a practical note about removed documents. Traffickers sometimes delete posts or change listings after they suspect scrutiny. Archive quickly. Use the Internet Archive, take multiple screenshots, record checksums, and email yourself copies. If a listing disappears, we can use archived links as part of a formal report. Every preserved copy helps.
Now, 3 immediate things you can do after this episode. 1. If you have any images or leads, upload them to our secure tip portal or send them to a vetted NGO listed in the show notes. 2. If you see a listing that claims vague provenance, screenshot and archive it right away. 3. Share this episode with people in your community. Knowledge helps protect heritage.
We know this work can feel heavy, but remember, documentation protects dignity. When you document properly, you give a community a chance to reclaim what was taken. Our heritage cannot be stolen without a record. The truth is on our side, and evidence usually is too.
Before we close, one more thing. If you're working on a report, include at least 3 corroborating pieces of evidence: photographs, an archived post, and legal partners who handle repatriation cases.
Thank you for listening. Today, we followed a single statue's journey to show how looted Khmer art enters global markets and how we can stop it. Document carefully, archive immediately, report to trusted channels, and protect witnesses. If this episode helped you, subscribe to NSP Plus TV so you won't miss future investigations and toolkits.
We'll include the toolkit, message templates, NGO contacts, and archived links in our episode notes. Share this episode, and if you have tips, an image, a document, or a lead, send it using the secure form. Together, we can help return what was taken and protect what remains.
The facts are clear. The evidence is undeniable. Stand with Cambodia.